So what's up, guys? I don't know how this video is gonna end up being, but I just want to show you finger rolls and one really cool pattern that I like to do when transitioning from, I don't know, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, or anti-spin, I don't know how you call it, and you want to transition to forward spinning like this. And you don't want to just do the whatever everyone does is, okay, I stop and then start spinning to the other direction. So what we want to do is this. Before I get to that, I think I should explain a little bit on how I do finger rolls for those of you who just got your Buugeng and are joining our family. The way I like to think about it, I like to think of my hand in three parts. So, because this gives me more, confidence on spinning and helps keeping the flow. So the first really important tip that I can give you is try to keep your bottom fingers, which are the ones that are going to give the balance for your spin, try to keep them as closest as to the middle of the center of the balance of your prop as possible, keeping this kind of smooth flow that we're looking for. Another thing, don't put too much pressure on your thumb in order to, avoid the Buugeng to fall or something. The more relaxed your wrists are and your fingers, the more gentle you are with the Buugeng, the better it will behave. Unless it's windy and then you're screwed, but that's a different topic. So let's practice this. First, let's spin in the same direction of the blade, so that we don't hurt ourselves because it happens. And if you're spinning backwards, against the way of the blade, it's pointy, and you don't want that. You don't want to get hurt in your first whip. So practice this, and then flip your Buugeng, and then practice the other direction. And then once you're confident with this, and then you can start playing with the pointy parts of your prop. Now that we are okay with finger rolls with both arms, let's try to put two Buugeng in action. So we're gonna hold our arms in parallel like this, and kind of a palm apart or something. I don't know how many inches this is. And for the blades, we can start facing them in the same direction. And we're gonna have this windmill effect. It's a pattern really cool. Or again, just changing the way I spin. I haven't moved my arms or flipped any Buugeng. I can do a lot of stuff, and it's really fun. But now we can flip one of them, and a whole new universe opens up. And again, I'm not moving my arms, I'm not doing anything, I'm just spinning in different ways. So, and that's the transition we're going to try to avoid later on. But for now, it works. And you can do a lot of stuff without moving your arms, without using your body or wrist, anything. You're just finger rolling. Alright, so again, practice. And now let's get to what I really want to talk about. So let's say, okay, for simplicity's sake, and since my English is not that good, I'm going to call this anti-spin. I don't know if it's the right term to do that, but please take it easy on me. So we're anti-spinning both hands, and we want to start spinning forward, but I don't want to stop and restart. Okay? What I want to do is this. So in order to do that, when the head of the Buugeng meets on top of it, on top of the movement here, I'm gonna kind of follow the same route. So one Buugeng is gonna walk through the other. Oops, sorry. And then they're gonna come apart. And at this time, I already changed directions. Let me try to break it down and try to be a little bit clearer. So the okay, I'm not going to go through this part again. Our hands are here. The prop is static. Okay, it's in parallel. And now it's about for the head of the Buugeng to meet on top. And when they meet, this hand is going to follow the route. And at some point, it looks like you're holding only one prop. It looks like this is kind of a weird staff or something. That's what we want. We want the audience or whoever is watching to have this idea, and I can play with this itself, but that's not what I want right now. And then I continue until at this point I'm going to start spinning forward, and then that was a bit messy because it made it too slow, but let's see a little bit faster. Face on top, go through and start spinning again. Okay. So since we are here and you already have enough things to practice, I thought that maybe it would be fun if we practice what I like to call, it's probably the wrong name, but I like to call this infinity. And this is something that I really want to practice more, because the end of it is kind of, it's not as clean as I wanted it to be. But what I think about when I'm doing this, again, this is just finger rolls, right? I practice a lot this, and I think there's like a ball or a sphere or circle here, and I try to move my arm around it at the same time that I do the finger rolls. So the finger rolls are a little bit slower than they would be, and my arm moves together. It's kind of an isolation thing. And then I combine both hands, and there's this little tricky. If I leave my hands, it's kind of, I can do, maybe that's a thing for another video, but let's practice this, and I see you soon. Have fun. Bye bye.